Have you ever been in a situation where the guy that you're dating is still not over his ex? This is a common situation to be in, and quite frankly, it can be very nerve-wracking. So let me help you out today with 4 things that you can do if he is not over his ex. Hi ladies, my name is Yeva and I am one of Grasha's high-value women coaches. And in this video, I will share 4 things that you can do if he is not over his ex. Before we jump into today's video, make sure you take the self-awareness test to find out if you're a woman of high value or a woman of low value, and you can find that test down below in the description section. Also, if you want to get your hands on a really cool t-shirt or a hoodie, make sure that you check out Grasha's online store. You can find her online store down below in the description section as well. So the number 1 thing that you have to ask yourself is he still in contact with her? First of all, if your guy was in a relationship with a girl for a longer period of time and recently just broke up, it's very common that he will still have feelings for her, especially if it was a longer type of relationship or maybe she was his first love. It might be really hard to face that and to even think about it because you already have feelings for this guy yourself. However, I can assure you that even if he has feelings for his ex still, it doesn't mean that your relationship will not work. If he is still in contact with her, which might be the case, make sure to not be vulnerable with him or open up your heart, simply because at the end of the day, you don't want to be heartbroken. Instead, pay more attention to what he is saying, or if she still calls him when you guys are maybe even together or spending time together. Here, it's best to pay attention to how she speaks to him. Also, it's best to observe him and observe his actions, instead of jumping towards him and begging him to forget about her. Doing that won't help you at all. If anything, it will make the situation worse because it comes across desperate. Even if he may be in contact with her every now and again, or she may call him, it doesn't mean, ladies, that your relationship is over or that there is no hope for you guys. Whatever you do, remind yourself that she is an ex. Always remind yourself of that. Also remember that high-value women do not compare themselves to the ex. Women in general should not be compared to one another. And you are definitely not doing yourself a favor by doing so. Instead, you are fully adding to the feelings of insecurity that you may be having. So just leave that be and leave it alone. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Grasha's YouTube channel down below by clicking the subscribe button. Number 2 is give it time. Sadly, you cannot make your guy heal faster. And you are also not here to listen to his stories that he wants to share with you about his ex. So if he mentions his ex, simply do not pay attention and seem bored. This is the best way of dealing with it if it does come up. And also simply give your guy time. If your guy tells you that he is not over his ex, then you must give him space. You must give him space to get over his ex, and you have to live your life. I really don't recommend being in a relationship with a guy who tells you that he is not over his ex, or even worse, that he's still in love with his ex. If you would stay in a relationship with a guy that says something like that, it shows that you're very desperate to be in a relationship and that you really don't respect yourself. And with men, respect and love go hand in hand. It also shows that you're okay with being the number 2 in his life. And quite frankly, no woman wants to be the second woman in the relationship. If you see that he is really still into her and that they are in contact a lot of the time, then simply let it go. Because if you don't, you are simply going to be paranoid and scared that he might cheat on you with her, etc. The third thing that you can do is move on. I've mentioned this shortly and I'll mention it again. If you feel like your guy is not over his ex because he calls her, texts her, talks about her a lot of the time, or tells you stories of his relationship with her, then I would just simply move on. However, if his ex is the one who is calling him, who is chasing him, or even texting him, then it's a completely different story because she is pursuing him and she is the one acting low value. So in that case, you don't have anything to worry about. Remember that you don't want to be in a relationship with someone who is still hung up on the past. You are simply better than that. Number 4, it can still work out. If your guy broke up with his ex not so long ago and is now looking for a relationship, make sure to watch his actions. They simply have to be louder than his words of compliment because you do not want to set yourself up for a quick fling. And remember, this happens quite a lot because guys look for this after they have left a relationship. So be really careful there. However, if you watch his actions by taking things slow and not act desperate to be in a relationship, you don't put him on a pedestal, you don't pursue him, but instead see how he acts towards you, you are literally not setting yourself up for heartbreak, but instead checking to see if he is actually boyfriend material. This is very high value, and this is what's going to get him interested in you. When you act high value, he can and he will in many cases fall in love with you, bit by bit, more and more each day. He will then simply forget about his ex and see that you are the woman that he does want to be with because you're so amazing and you're so fun because you're acting high value. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Greta's YouTube channel down below. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and share this video with a friend. Let me know down below what you liked most. Don't forget to join Greta's free High Value Women's School, which is a Facebook group where you learn how to bring out the best in your man. You can find the link to the free Facebook group in the description section down below. And if you would like to know how to get him to fall in love with you via text, games men play on women and how to handle them, how to set boundaries, how to get your ex back, or maybe you have a hobby that you want to turn into an online business, well, Greta has these videos and more up for sale on her website, so make sure you check that out. You can find the link to her website down below as well. Also, check out Greta's High Value Woman course, where you learn how to be high value from A to Z. It's an amazing course, and make sure to check that out. You can find it down below in the description section as well. I'm sure you will love it. Also, if you haven't heard, Greta has launched her book, Devoted Relationships. Make sure you check it out. It's an ebook. I'm sure you will really love it. And you can find that down below in the description section. I really do recommend. And if you would like to be coached by Greta, me, or any member of Greta's team, make sure you book us on gretaberishete.com. You can find it down below in the description section. We would love to work with you. And if you don't follow Greta on her Insta, make sure you do that as well. Her Insta is Ladies Relationship Coach. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely week. Bye!